Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I wanted to do a sketchbook tour. I am doing one of my MerMay illustrations. This is the sketchbook by Speedball. I will link information about this one in the description box. Basically, I've done this illustration challenge, this creator challenge, 4 times, plus things for my youngest daughter who's super into mermaids, and I am burnt out. So you are going to see as I flip through, styles change, ideas change, and that's primarily why. When I get bored, I get burned out. I'm underwhelmed. So yeah, I will show you how I kept it interesting. So this is the first one. And my first idea for MerMay was to do a color scheme. And that was the first iteration, the first idea. Now my printer didn't pick up all the individual colors. I didn't have all the colors I wanted, and I realized it's so many greens that all of my MerMay illustrations are going to be super similar. They're all going to have lots of green, lots of kelp. And I quickly moved on from that to this one, and I don't know what to tell you about this one. So I am using my watercolor, my Schmincke, my Hoodrum Aquarelle. These are the artist grade. I am using a Uniball Signo in gold, and then I also have my Polychromos colored pencils. So that's what the bulk of these are. It's very mixed media with watercolor. Now, I don't know. I can't tell you. Then my style changed again, and I decided, you know what, I want to do aquatic life as mermaids, and that's what this list is. This list is all like aquatic creatures and stuff for mermaid ideas. So I made lists and I got all organized, and again, this is the Uniball Signo in gold. I have Pilot pen with this one. I have a little bit of Jelly Roll in white. This is a butterfly koi. And then I quickly dropped the background because I was running out of time. This is 8.5 by 8.5, which is a little larger than I typically work. And to allow for drying time with layers, I lost some of the opportunity to do backgrounds. So this one is a clownfish. This one is a lionfish. This one is a betta. This one is a leafy sea dragon. This is a mandarin fish. This is a clown triggerfish. I like this one. I like that this fish has polka dots. I think it translated really well into a mermaid. I think this one is a success. This one's called a neon dotty back. This is a blue-green chromis with a gold fish hook. And this becomes an idea that I start to incorporate later. Here is a Medusa jellyfish. Here is a firefish, and you can see why I ran out of gold ink. This is a red-tailed Asian anawana. This one is called a coral beauty. And this one also had the jelly roll. This one is my favorite out of the entire series. This one is called an angelfish, and this is when I began to incorporate weapons with my mermaids. So not only are they, you know, beautiful females, they're strong, ferocious females. This one is a guppy, and she has a harpoon. This is a blue-ringed octopus with an anchor. Now this is actually a very tiny octopus. It is toxic. Don't touch it. Don't pick it up. This is a fairy wrasse with a sword. This is a blue tang with a net. This is a cherry barb with a net. I did a couple different styles of fishing nets. This is a goldfish with a spear gun. So you can kind of see, because most folks I think are familiar with goldfish, you can kind of see how I tried to incorporate that design. And then my style changed again. This sketchbook has a bookmark ribbon. So this is the one that looks the least like a mermaid. This is a nautilus, and this is one I would like to revisit in 5 years to see if there's anything I would change or add with my watercolor painting style. This one is just watercolor. And then my style changed again. And I tried to incorporate and utilize the entire square space of this page. It translates great for social networking things that are square like Instagram, but I just didn't have the time to fill the page. So this is sort of my original character, and she has butterflies and sort of patterning. This is burnt umber and magenta, so it's not the most light fast version of Potter's Pink. If you are interested in Potter's Pink, Marabou makes a great one that's very speculated and comes apart, and it's very, very cool. Here is sort of my original character, Blue One, and she's just kind of scrunched up. Again, I'm trying to figure out how to use the page with the time I have to create. This one, I started doing bubbles. She's in a knot, and while I really like the knot, I don't care for her pose, and I redo her later in this sketchbook. And here's where my style changes again. I start incorporating yoga poses. So this is a yoga pose. So I guess you just imagine that this is where the toes are, sort of. Here is another style of me trying to utilize the page, and this is, again, a yoga pose. And this one has, because here I start incorporating micron. This is the beginning of the micron with the watercolor, and I drop the gold. So this one also has micron and the white Jelly Roll ink. And here's the one I redid. So I took this one and I redid the pose. I gave her a little bit of a different fin because I wanted to try it again. And then here is, I have this on my Instagram so you can see the original illustration, but she is bent or like arched backward, grabbing her her tail here, and she is in spiral circles. So I went absolutely crazy. So this is a 30-page sketchbook. There is a plastic flap in the back. There is a tie. I did polka dot this one with watercolor to design it. For day 31, I did the inside cover. And this one is kind of my zombie mermaid a little bit. So I did one kind of a little Halloweenish. I don't know. I can't tell you. It's May. Why not do some things that are Halloween? So this is my sketchbook tour for MerMay. And as you can see from start to finish, side by side, it went through a lot of different iterations. Like, there's no way I could maintain a background and do a mermaid and all the different things. Like, this took me over 3 hours, and I don't have over 3 hours to create. So that's what happened. I will link my sketchbook tour from last year was animals that were mermaids, and that was colored pencil. I have this one. I don't know if I've ever showed the whole thing. These are mini trading cards from Strathmore. They're watercolor paper, and I used green leaf and blueberry watercolors and created a bunch of mermaids. So I'll show you this one too, because I think I only have a partial. And this one also has gold and silver. I don't know if you can see it because of the cases. I've sold some, I've gifted some, I've traded some with other artists. I did one that was all digital, and I turned it into fabric swatches on spoon flower. You can see I have a lot of these. I took all of 2020 off. I didn't create anything that entire year. I did some photography, but I didn't do any painting or drawing. I have a lot of these still left. I'll relist them next year if folks want to buy one or something. I wasn't selling them for very much, but these were still about 2 hours because I was working so small. So yeah, I need to take a break from MerMay. So next year I will probably be doing something else, just because I think I've exhausted this one for a while, unless I come up with an idea that I just am so excited and challenged by that I think I will enjoy. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be doing it, at least for a year. I'll take next year off. So I hope this was interesting. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.